Welcome to Sliver and Bite TV. Let's make hummus. If you would like to watch a more condensed version of this recipe, click the banner above now for just a sliver of hummus. Ordinarily made with raw garlic, but today we're switching it up. We're going to roast the garlic. Start by trimming the roots. We're going to keep the full bulb intact, but try and find the best place to cut through the bulb to cut off every cap, but keep the full bulb intact. And just clean off any of the little wispy bits of the protective leaf. And that's into a ramekin, and then completely submerged in a high quality olive oil. I've then placed the ramekin into a baking tray because it will end up spilling over. That was in the oven for 20 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius. You can see it sizzling. I'm going to leave that to the side for when I need it, but also make sure you keep the oil because that will be the oil that we put into the chickpeas. So pour your chickpeas into a food processor or blender, followed by the lemon juice, half of the amount of the reserved olive oil that came from roasting the garlic, the sesame seeds. If you were making this for a pregnant person, you would roast off the sesame seeds before putting them in. Now adding the paprika and salt. And squeezing in the roasted garlic. Leaving just a little bit left over to garnish. On with the lid, and then slowly start the food processor, just to break up the chickpeas. Once you can see it's starting to form a paste, you can increase the speed. Add in roughly a tablespoon at a time of the cool tap water. And half of the remaining measurement of olive oil. Once we do a taste test, we can then decide whether or not we want to intensify the taste with additional olive oil, or we might be happy as is. I'm adding in just another tablespoon of the water just to improve the consistency. And you can tell by the shaking that I have this on full speed. I've been blending now for roughly 4 to 5 minutes. Now time to do a little consistency test. You can already see that the chickpeas haven't completely been blended through yet. And it doesn't really resemble a paste, more it's a little gluggy. And off screen, I did a little taste test, and I will be adding in the remaining olive oil. Traditionally, hummus recipes call for something called tahini. However, I have omitted having to create or add tahini. Instead, I've upped some of the ingredients that already exist in hummus and just added the sesame seeds. So this has been blending for a further 3 to 4 minutes. I'm just starting to reduce the speed. And now doing just another test of the consistency and also the taste. It still isn't quite where I would like it, so I'm just wiping down the sides and then we're going to give it another whiz. Another 3 to 4 minutes should do it. This is looking just perfect. Resembles much more of a paste now. There are some little sort of flecks of chickpea still in there, so you could put it on for another 3 minutes. However, I'm happy with this. So I'm just pouring this into a ramekin. And then just smoothing out with my spatula. Garnishing with some continental parsley. And some of that roasted garlic. A little pinch of sea salt flakes. And a little drizzle of the leftover garlic oil. And off camera, I did sprinkle on some sweet paprika. And there you have it, hummus. An amazing dish, full of protein and super healthy, especially paired with some crudité and some lovely fresh Turkish bread, which you can also find out how to make here on Sliver and Bite TV. Thanks for joining me. See you soon.